Picture this. You've just worked an 8 hour to 9 hour to 12-hour shift. The kids are finally asleep. The house is quiet. You have exactly 1 hour of free time before you need to go to bed and wake up in the morning and do it all over again. So, why on earth would you spend that precious hour recording, editing, stressing over a YouTube video? If you don't know the answer to that question, your YouTube channel is already dead. Today, we're talking about finding your why, because if you're a tired gamer or a tired parent or a working parent of a 9 to 5, your why is the only piece of survival gear you will actually need to keep you on this game path. Let's get the elephant out of the room. When most people start YouTube, their why is usually one of three things. I want to be rich, I want to be famous, I want to quit my job. If you're a teenager on summer break, maybe that works as motivation. But if you look at the stats, most of us are watching this. If you're a teenager on summer break, maybe that works as motivation. But if you look at the stats, most of us watching this are guys in our late 20s or 30s. We have bills, we have mortgages, we have families, we have other responsibilities, not just going out and partying. No offense. No, if you do that, good on you. Keep the party alive. If your only reason for starting YouTube is to replace your full time income, the reality of getting 12 views on your first video that took you 6 hours to edit is going to crush you. The fact that sometimes you're going to spend hours editing a video, making it perfect, putting in AI, doing everything you can just to have 0 views. That is the truth of YouTube. That is what happens. Chasing money or fame when you have a busy life is the fastest way to turn your favorite hobby into a second unpaid job that you're going to absolutely hate. And you'll end up doing 1 or 2 videos and you'll end up not doing it ever again and your channel will die. So, what does a good why? It has been something that fits. So, what does a good why look like? It has to be something that fits your cup rather than draining it. It needs to be something that will fit into your lifestyle. It needs to be something that will increase your life chance. It has to be something that's a good motivation that no matter what, that motivation's there and it will never ever stop. It's something that will push you and push you and push you, no matter what the views are, no matter what the comments are. That is what your why is. For me, my why is simple. My family is my why. Giving my daughter a better life, giving my wife a better life, giving them the chance to travel and see the world and see things that we were never able to do as kids. That is my why. That's my biggest motivation. Being able to spend time with my family, being able to, yes, the 9 to 5 is normal. That's what we do. Some of us work from 7 until 7 at night. That's the reality of life. That's what it is. So, my why is to be able to generate a little bit of side income, to be able to look after my family, to maybe one day start cutting back on hours of full time work to actually spend more time with my daughter and know, okay, it's not going to affect the bank because life is precious, time is precious. You don't want to wake up one morning and be like, I should have done this. I should have spent more time with them. I should have done the things I wanted to do. No one wakes up, unfortunately, no one wakes up on their last day on earth and says, I should have worked more. Your time is precious. For me, the other why is I love survival games. I love zombie games. I love gaming. I love pushing for a grind for 10 hours a day. I love building stuff. I love exploring new things. And I've always wanted to be a game developer or play games for a living. So that is my other motivation. The That's my other why for doing this. Um, and there is nothing better in life than, or there is a lot of stuff better in life, but there's nothing better than getting your first YouTube video online and actually having one person watch it or one person subscribe to your channel. Then it shows that actually the validation of what you've been doing is actually worth it. Look, we shouldn't strive for a pat on the back in life. That's not what we should do. But it is nice now and then to get a pat on the back and say, good job, you, good on you. And when someone comments and says, that was a quality video, that will push your motivation through the roof, even if it's just one person. And I think we will get deeper into it in a different subject. But when you are asking people to give you their time to watch your videos, and they comment on that, and you, yeah, that's just, yeah, we're gonna cut that part out. Your why might be learning a new skill like video editing or public speaking. I myself, classic introvert. It is the hardest thing for me on earth to actually speak in a camera, or speak on a camera, or speak to people, even though I'm in my own home behind a desk, no one sees me. It's the hardest thing to actually speak in front of people. And just the thought of putting a video out there, and thousands of millions of possible people could watch it and hear my voice and see what I'm doing. It also shows boosts my self-esteem. So it's learning a new skill of public speaking. It's learning video editing. It's learning to be more charismatic, to be myself and not worry about what anyone else says. Because I mean, this teaches you new things in life. It teaches you business. It teaches you so many things. So your why could be learning that new skill. Your why could be getting out of your comfort zone. That's what your why could be. Documenting your gaming for future memories to look back on. I mean, if I look back at my videos, I've been doing YouTube for since October, I think, last year. And looking back at what it was and looking to where it's getting to, I'm like, it's like total change. You can start seeing how you started off. You can start seeing how you played the game. You can see how you can improve it. And I mean, that is already a thing in its own. You can start seeing a whole catalog of games you've played. Being a gamer, I've played thousands of games in my life. I can't remember half of them. And just being able to look back and see, oh yeah, I remember this video. That was a cool time. And all those memories start flooding back. That is a good reason to have a why. Having a creative outlet is another reason to have a good why. Is another good why. Because you don't want to be stuck in the same thing, doing the same thing over and over and over, because you get stuck in a rut. You get stuck in a single position. You don't move past that. And having a hobby helps you switch off from quote unquote the real world and actually lets you be creative. It starts a piece of your brain that turns you into like creative mode. I don't know what the real term is, but it's there. And it will actually switch you on to creativity. And that creativity will start boosting things. You'll start seeing that you're a bit happier because you've got an outlet, you've got something to help you with. Some people go to the gym for an outlet, some people sing for an outlet, some people race cars for an outlet, whatever your outlet. Some people do woodwork. Whatever your outlet is, it needs to be there has to be an outlet. If you don't do an outlet, you're never going to achieve. You're going to be hot for the rest of your life. For every one down thing that you do in your life, you need to balance it with at least 8 positive things in life. When your why is personal growth or community connection, hitting 50 views isn't a failure. It's a massive win. Having one person say, oh, dude, that was a good video, or maybe you should try this in your video. That becomes more important. Not getting thousands and thousands of views, because if you are aiming for views, you are aiming for likes, you're aiming for subscriptions. It'll come through in your content, and people will not enjoy your content. Be authentic. Hence, you can hear in this video, myself, I'm stumbling over my words because that's just me. I stumble over words. I think faster than I talk. This is what happens. Or I talk faster than I think. Anyway, this is what happens in life. This is being authentic. This is who I am. I am I am me, and that's me. So, the why test. If you're sitting there thinking about starting a channel, or if you've recently started your channel and already feeling burnt out, I want you to run the why through this test. Imagine it's a 6 months from now, you're still working your day job, your channel hasn't blown up, you aren't making thousands of dollars. Are you still having fun making videos? If the answer is no, you need to change your content and change your expectations. YouTube isn't a marathon. Guys, there is a 6 month dead period, up to a year dead period. There are periods where you aren't going to see a single view or growth in your channel. This happens, it's reality. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes long. There is a dead zone, a dead valley where YouTube's still trying to get used to you, and that is going to happen. So if your why isn't there to push you, you are going to get stuck and you're going to hate what you're doing. You're going to hate it more than anything else. You're going to end up stop even gaming because that was your hobby and now you hate your hobby. You don't want that. So make content that you would watch. Build a schedule that fits your crazy life. This is how I survive. I have a certain schedule. We'll discuss it in the upcoming videos, but I have a certain schedule of how I do it, and that's what I can stick to. I would love to build all these amazing YouTube channel, all this amazing stuff in my YouTube. I've seen so many new little tricks that I want to use, but I just don't have the time. And I have to try and give the best quality I can in the limited time that I have. So, figuring out your why isn't just fluffy motivation. And it's not just a word that people throw around there the whole time. It's an actual principle you should be looking at. It is absolutely a foundation of your channel. It dictates what game you play, how you edit, and how you connect with it. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Tell me, what is your why? Why do you hit record? What is your why? Sorry, I'm I'm struggling to read my notes here. Or why are you thinking about starting? Let's get the conversation going. Let's start chatting about this. Let's start being honest with each other. Now that we have a why, we're here. We need to talk about the roadblocks. In the next video, I'm going to take you down another different mindset of traps and destroys new creations before they even get going. Make sure you stick around for that. Stay tired, keep going, keep striving, keep surviving, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.